Hi, I'm Alex.
Hi, I'm Jody. Nice to meet you.
So we're here today because you are seeking new software and a billing client. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so to give you a little overview, Care Anywhere was bought out within the last year, and we are now part of Brightree. So with that, we have enhanced our software and made it even better and more user-friendly. That's what we're trying to strive for. So we're trying to grow our customer base now.
Okay.
With the growing of our company, we can now do electronic insurance eligibility. So, you know how you use multiple websites? Well, now you can just use one, and it verifies it automatically in the background for you, and that does it monthly. So it's quite helpful, and you don't have to remember all those passwords.
Okay.
Now we have a compatibility with the portal and tablets together, so the nurses can take a tablet with them and have it on there instead of them writing down all the information and then bringing it back and maybe losing it on the way. So it'll make it a lot easier.
That's what we're looking for.
There's a new point of care login, and that would help with documentation of the first initial visit with a patient, and that would help reduce your time of doing that by 30%, meaning it'll ask you less questions that you know, they're going to tell you what you need, what this needs to happen, and it'll be less to fill out. It'll kind of do a lot for you. We are also HIPAA compliant, so we follow all the rules of HIPAA. We get verified every year. All staff is trained on HIPAA compliancy, so there's no patient breaches, no patient information is leaked. We have state-of-the-art systems that will stop anything from happening, which would mean like password changes, things like that. Simple and also very, simple.
And needy.
Yeah.
Definitely needed.
And then you also were wondering about our billing services. So billing services now changed to revenue cycle management, meaning we are going to watch your revenue and see how it cycles. That's kind of what it means. We are able to drop the aged AR by 60% in the first 90 days. So that's kind of one of our goals. We want to drop your AR and make sure that you're bringing more money in than you did. And then you'll get to a steady pace of what you normally should be making.
Okay.
With that, if your AR is really old, we are able to do a cleanup for you. It's a 60-day cleanup. We do anything prior to us. We'll do all of that. Then, if you decide after 60 days to sign up with billing services, you will be able to do that upon agreed terms.
Okay.
If you sign up for billing services, you are assigned an account manager. You do monthly calls. They watch your cash flow. If there's any errors or things with authorizations or patient problems, they will be doing that for you and alerting you of that either monthly, or they can send you an email. So we do stay in contact to make sure everything's okay.
Okay.
Our customer service department, we've grown that because we want to focus more on the happiness of our customers. So now what we do is you can either call or you can submit a ticket, and we'll respond to you within 2 hours of submitting the ticket. At least to do a follow-up, make sure everything's okay, or if we need to discuss further.
Okay.
Our new filing system, when we joined Brightree, has been updated greatly. Now you can upload it to the filing system, and then you can attach it to the patient's account. So you have less documents to take care of, and it's on the patient's account, so you don't have to search for it all the time.
Okay.
Okay. So then I do have some questions. So do you have a billing service now?
We do. It's the same one that we talked about the first time we met. There's no change there.
Okay. And what are you currently looking for in a software?
Well, we would like to have definite, more efficient billing. We have struggled with that, and one of the main things is user friendliness in the database.
Okay. How did you hear about us?
Through another local agency.
All right. I'll have to get their contact information so I can call them because, tell them thank you. They're part of us.
Agreed. I can give that to you.
Are you guys home health or hospice?
Just home health.
Just home health? Okay, let me note that because we can specify our data just for home health instead of both, so you can look at just that because online tells you both, and it's kind of confusing because you don't know some of the words. How much are you currently spending on?
We spend about $6,000 per month, and that's based on standard usage.
Okay, and that would be including the billing services then, correct?
That's standard.
Okay, so $6,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Are you having software issues then?
Over the last year to year and a half, we've noticed that it has consistently grown.
Okay, and then that would mean losing money or just not getting as much?
Just not getting as much. We've just been slowly losing.
Okay. What has your prior billing service done? Have they done anything to help that, or are they kind of not really doing much?
We were generally happy with the overall service of it,
Okay.
except we felt like we should be getting basically more bang for our buck. We were paying enough that we should have seen more funds coming in, and we were not.
Okay, how has the overall experience been, aside from the money loss?
Well, we've been behind schedule more than 90 days. That equals about $170,000. That's outstanding, and we're finding it difficult to catch up, and that's another reason why we need to come in and look.
So you're saying you have $170,000 outstanding?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
And that's consistently.
Okay. Do you prefer monthly billing statements?
Well, let's say right now, yes, we do prefer monthly billing,
Okay.
but that does not mean that we wouldn't look into other options.
Okay, well, would a certain charge per invoice be doable? A lot of smaller agencies, like yourself, would like to do charge per invoice because your patients do fluctuate. So we could do a small charge where you're not paying a ton of money for a month you don't have any patients.
So per charge invoice versus just a standard overall rate.
Right. So instead of our billing services are $5,500 a month, you can add, there's certain things you can add to make it a higher price. But you can also do $170 a month per invoice. So that would be like per patient, basically, stating that this is what you're going to pay per invoice. So if you have 11 invoices, that's what you pay for. And because of the fluctuation of patients, it is helpful for small companies.
Is there a maximum or no?
No. If you are over 300 patients, then yes, we would do a lump sum. But from what I understand, that you're way under that, so you wouldn't really.
Okay.
That wouldn't be anything you would need to worry about.
All right.
Okay. Would our software benefit your business from what I've told you so far?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
I believe the new interface would increase our accuracy and save time due to direct input from the nurses.
Okay.
I think that would help.
All right. Have you thought about doing the billing services, or are you going to stop with that? Because I know you've had bad experience so far.
We would want the software and billing services and would like to, because it would stop us from hiring and training billers.
That's understandable.
So it's just to eliminate the overall cost of it.
Okay.
It's the overhead.
And we can also work out deals with that along with the invoice and things like that. We would, we can do deals or add on special things that we could do on top of what we would already basically do as a standard. So we can discuss that further if that's what you would choose.
Okay.
Is the charge per invoice, would that be something that you would like to do, or are you more of a lump sum?
I believe it would be more efficient
Okay.
because of the volume of patients that we do have and that we
Okay.
follow up with, and it may benefit us to do a per invoice base.
Okay, and then are you in need of doing an AR cleanup? I know you said you were kind of behind, so I don't know how far behind you would be.
We would definitely need it. Currently, we're at a 60-day lead time. We would like to drop it down to at least a 30-day payment.
Okay, we can definitely discuss that and work that out because I know you're not very big, so you might not need that much of time to do a cleanup. Would you like to use document management? I don't know if you have a document scanner yourself or if you would need it.
We would prefer to be a paperless company, and they're working greatly and quickly towards doing that.
Okay, that it will be an extra charge. We can work it out. It just depends on the size of the company and how much you would use it. So it's kind of like you have like a certain amount of storage, and we'll help you do that.
Okay,
And we can always work out ways to do it.
We would like the availability of the doctor-patient availability to us. That would benefit us even more.
Yeah, it is really nice. You can, send stuff to doctors, and everything's online now. It's crazy, but that's where it is going, and it's a lot faster.
We just need to know that we have backup storage and that we can access it at any time.
Okay. So far, would you believe that your company would benefit from our services?
I'm seeing a lot of benefits right now, and looking forward to moving forward.
Are there any specific things we could do better for your experience with us?
Right now, I'd like to start off with weekly meetings, if not daily, just until we can get going. And
With the account manager?
With the account manager until we feel comfortable, and we can move towards monthly meetings once we get established.
Okay. So far it sounds like you're really interested. I believe we should do another call to sign you up for the 60-day cleanup, if that's what you would like.
Okay.
We can do the 60-day cleanup, and then after that we could either sign you up for just the software, or we could sign you up for billing services, depending on how clean up you are and if you really do need it. On the call that we're going to make to discuss everything, it will be with our account manager, me, the salesperson, and our senior vice president. So
Okay.
it'll be all of us on the call discussing more pricing, getting an idea of how many patients you will have and how much money you will be spending, and
Okay.
so we can work out everything.
That sounds
Does that
good.
sound good?
It sounds very
Great,
good.
then we will get started.
I look
Thank
forward to
you.
working with you.
Thank you.